Good evening and welcome back to Operation RCT for Turn 16 Imperial Japan. It's now January of 1944 and Japan has been taking a beating lately. We're going to roll for our 3 attacks. So the green dice is going to be advanced artillery on a 7. We're going to go for factories on a 7 and long range, which we haven't started yet. So these two are at stage 3. And this one's yet to get off the mark. So I've got our 3 dice. Grab those. Green, a black, and a blue. And here we go with our tech. So yeah, it looks like we hit them all. So we got artillery on a 11. Factories, which I'm pretty sure is also a 7. Yes, it is. And long range, go to stage 1. So finish factories, we finish advanced artillery. Okay, cool. No, that's going to have much to do with it's probably not going to have any impact in the rest of this game, but here we go anyway. All right, Japan had originally had 60 IPP. We got convoy rated for 5. Which left us with 55 IPP to spend. With that 55 IPP, hang on, let's just get stuff in the way here. So with our 55 IPP, we're going to finish the fortification in Tokyo for 4. We're going to go up 2 stages on the heavy battleships. That'll cost us 6 apiece, so that's 12. Get 1 Marine for 4. And then we've got these 5 destroyers, which will be 6 apiece with improved construction. So that's our 30 IPP for 20 there, so that's 54. We save it $1. So yeah, that's our buy. All right, combat. All right, so we'll start off with the convoy rating here in C zone A54. So that's just our modifiers. I sort of stole that off Hambone, and our defensive roll there for ASW. We have the strategic bomber coming out 3 to do a carpet bombing here in Burma against the 1 infantry and the 2 Gurkhas. So he's going to come out with 3 remaining. So 3 dice at 2 there. We're going to convoy raid here with the coastal down in P50 on that line there. Probably a waste of time, but here we go. And then we're going to have this fighter come out of Honshu on map and see if we can kill off this pesky coastal sub here. From there, we're going to move our army out of Beiping south into Hopei, so that'll just be a walk-on. And then the rest, I think, is non-combat. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so we'll get to rolling. Let's start over here with the fleet submarine. So it's even Stevens. So the red dice will be the Japanese fleet submarine. Get that in shot. All right, so grab a red and a white. All right, so we need a D12. SW, here we go. So in C zone A54. So we get a 6 to a 3. And yeah, he misses on the ASW. So that'll be 3 points of damage there against our British friends. And that'll be on the what's it called? The West African line. Yeah, West African line. All right, so that one's done. All right, let's go towards now the carpet bombing here over in Burma with this zone here. So it's just going to be 3 at 2. Just grab 3 dice at 2. So here we go, 3 at 2. And nothing there, so we missed there. So no result there. And then we've got the coastal submarine sitting here in C zone P50. So essentially we're sitting at a -1 because he's got radar and ASW, and we just get a +1 for being a coastal. So it's basically a -1 for us. Okay, so we get a 6 to a 2. So essentially that's going to be a 5 to a 2, and he misses on the ASW. So in that particular convoy line, we've got the Anzac line, which is going to be, so there's $2 there, and we've got, I think it's $1 here. So many task force markers. So that's going to essentially max out that line. So it's going to be 2 off the Anzacs and $1 off the FEC in C zone P50. So that's not terrible. Not too bad. Okay, so next will be our walk-on. So we're going to go and take the whole task force out of Beiping and just come south here into Hopei and take that. So it's going to put us up 2. So instead of going south with our income, we're finally going north for a moment. So we go to 39, and that's going to bring the CCP down to, so it's going to bring them back down to 4, I believe, if that's correct. All right, I might just put a rondel there. All right, combat-wise, let's just clear all this stuff out of the way, and then I'll get into the non-combat stuff. And get that out of the way. Oh, lastly, before I forget, the fighter coming out on map against this coastal. So we've got 1 shot at 6. Yeah, good thing I didn't forget that one. So 1 shot at 6. Yeah, that's a 7. So that's a miss. All right. So non-combat. I think that's just, let me double check. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, we've done that one. Done that. Now we've got to land our planes and non-combat. All right. Okay, so first things first, we're going to land our bomber back on Formosa. So that's just essentially, I just left it there for that reason with the dice there. So he's got 3 left. He's going to go back to there. Happy days. Next thing we've got is our fleet. So our fleet from P41 is going to come up 2. So it's going to go 1 to P32, 1 to P15. So the whole fleet is going to be there together. All right. Now our fighter that's out here on map, if we can see that, I'm going to bring him back to, so back 1, 2, and he's just going to land on one of the fleet carriers. So it's just down there. That was old mate there. All right, so more non-combat. So we're going to utilize our air transports here. We're going to come out of Kyushu here, 1 into P15, 2 into P32, 3 into Nanking, and then 3 back to where we were. And we're going to just drop off 2 infantry, those 2 air transports. So essentially, just to save me moving them all, I'm just going to put 2 infantry into Nanking. Okay. All right. There wasn't a lot for me to do, so all right, so coming out of Eastern Manchuria, let's see if we can zoom in there a little bit. Got a better shot. So coming out of Eastern Manchuria, so will be the 2 medium armor, which will go into Rihe, along with the Marine, the airborne, the infantry, and the artillery. That's all going into Rihe. And then the 2 cavalry are coming back into Rihe there, just to sort of turtle up into there. That's done. All right. I think that's all I wanted to do. All right, we'll get into placement of units and we'll do a quick disposition. Should be a pretty brief turn. All right, so our fortification is going to be completed in Tokyo there. So simply just removing that under construction. So that's in there. Our marine will go into Kyushu, down into there, into that mess. Our heavy battleship will join the rest of them in P15. So the whole fleet is at sea, so nothing's in port. We'll get rid of that. That's all in P15. Tempting the Americans. And then the 5 destroyers will also join the fleet into P15, which I'm just going to put on these 2 task force cards. And then I'll do a quick disposition, and then we should be good to go. Okay. It's becoming quite a mess here. All right. Okay, so we should be sitting at a base now of 39. We've picked up Hopei, so we've picked up Hopei again, and we should have the bonus for Hopei, which is just a +1. So we're sitting at 39, +6 for Java, Borneo, and British Malaya, so that takes us to 45. And then we've got a further 4 for China. So Beiping, Hopei, Shantung, and Nanking. So that should take us to 49. We saved $1, so we should be sitting at 50 IPP for next turn. I'll just do a quick disposition before we call it a night. All right, so we'll start from the very bottom and we'll work our way around. So in C zone A54, we have 1 fleet submarine, also joined there with the Italian fleet submarine. In Java, we have 1 militia. Sumatra, we have 2 militia. In C zone P50, we have a coastal submarine. In British Malaya, we have 3 infantry, 1 airborne, 1 anti-air, and 1 militia. Okay, in Palau, we have a militia. This is all American now. Bonin, we have a militia. Volcano Islands is a militia. In Okinawa, we have a seaplane. In Formosa, we have 1 militia, 1 fighter, and 1 strat bomber. In Nanking, we have now a total of 6, 9, 10, 11 infantry, 2 militia, a fortification, and artillery. In Hopei, nothing's changed there, so we have 10 infantry. We have 1 tank destroyer. We have 2 medium armor, 2 artillery, 1 motorized, and 2 mountain infantry. In Rihi, in that mess there, we have 2 medium armor. We have 1 artillery, 1 infantry, 1 militia, 1 airborne, a total of 3 cavalry, 1 marine. Western Manchuria has 1 militia. Primorsky Krai, 1 militia. Now going on to the island itself, Kyushu has 2 air transports, 1 militia, 1 airborne, 1 marine, 1 mountain, and 2 infantry. Honshu has a total of 3 infantry, 2 militia, 1 mountain. Tokyo itself, it has a total of 3 militia, 6, 7 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 anti-air, and a fortification, which is now complete. Haikudu has 5 infantry, 1 militia. The fleet. All right, so I'm going to add these 3 ships onto the card. I've got 2 cards here because it's become quite busy. All right, let me just sort this out. These are all on, should be on the card, and I will tidy them up later. Okay, so the 2 cards itself. So the fleet in P15 consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy battleships. So it's off there. 5 heavy battleships, 2 regular battleships, 1 battle cruiser, 2 fleet carriers, 1 with a fighter and tactical, another one with 2 tacticals. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light carriers, 1 light cruiser, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transports, which I'm going to take out and put all in port. Because why? Why would I have them there? So they will just be sitting in, they'll be sitting in Kyushu in port. There's no real need for them to be part of anything. Sorry about that, peeps. All right. What did I get to? All right. I think I got up to the light cruiser. And there's 4 destroyers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destroyers in total. So I know because I interrupted myself and you guys from watching, I'll just quickly cover it again. We've got a total of 5 heavy battleships, 2 regular battleships, battle cruiser, 2 fleet carriers, 1 with a fighter and tactical, 2 tacticals on the other one. We have a total of 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light carriers, 1 light cruiser, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destroyers. And hopefully that's everything. And yeah, I'll turn it over to Pete for his turn for the Commonwealth. Thanks for watching.